Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's day is Thursday, the 2nd of April, 2026, the year of Greenwix and BSV Terranode in the mix. Branch of threads, expand your mind with treechat.ai or your post pot and chain. Alright, let's see what we've got today. So I'm just going to go through this image here because I was trying to explain how absolutely and utterly ridiculous the financial system is. Because somebody said to me, oh, look, do you think I'll be able to understand Bitcoin? I don't really understand the finance or anything like that. And I said, look, Bitcoin is a commodity. In order to understand it, all you need is common sense. But the reason you probably don't understand the financial system is because you just can't believe how stupid it really is. So that's what I'm going to explain in this image. Then we'll have a look at the figures, see what's up with what is going down. And we'll finish with the Kalishwala countdown. Right, let's get into it.
Craig says he's Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, and transactions flying free. He's acclaiming his legacy, you'll surely see.
Alright, here we go. So I'm probably going to work on this image because I know I'll be needing to explain it later. But the reason a lot of people don't know what a security is because the elites at the top don't want you to know what a security is. Because if you knew what a security was, you would also be able to identify what securities fraud is. So let's look at this absolute shit show that we're faced with. This is how it starts. So the bank prints securities, as in bits of paper that represent nothing from nothing. They call it a credit note or a treasury bill. And then they make that from nothing, so it's just a bit of paper, that they pass that bit of paper onto the government. So the government has borrowed a bit of paper from the bank, which the bank made from nothing. And the bank says, right, well, because we've made this treasury note and lent it to you, you then have to pay us back at interest. So the government says, okay, well, we will raise funds in paper to pay back that bit of paper that you lent us. Thank you very much. And so what we will do is we will sell bits of paper to the public, but we will call those bits of paper bonds, because we will say to the public, you buy our bonds, which is a bit of paper that we'll pay back as another bit of paper to the bank, and we'll give you interest on that. So that's this arrow going back. So the public gives the government a bit of paper in the form of currency in exchange for their bit of paper, which they call a bond. So they give them a bond, which is a paper, and then the public give them currency, which also is paper or plastic. And then the government says to the public who buys the bit of paper that they call a bond, we will pay those interest back in bonds with tax revenue. So the only one who gets absolutely screwed is the taxpayer. And really, you've got the taxpayer buying the bond borrowers. So what the bank and the government are doing is playing the public off against each other, with the taxpayers paying those people who purchased the bonds. But the bonds are securities fraud because they're just bits of paper made from nothing. The currency paid back to the treasury is just a bit of paper paid from nothing, which the treasury or the government initially got from the bank, which they also created from nothing. So it's just literally a pile of nothingness. It's absolute shit show. But officially, the bank creates treasury bills, which they lend to the government. The government then sells bonds to the public at an interest rate, and then the public pays those bonds back. Well, the public buys those bonds with currency, and the government sell those bonds for currency, paid for by tax revenue that comes in currency that is itself also created by the bank. It's honestly so ridiculous. I'll probably refine this image a little bit more. But yeah, just let me know in the comments what you thought of that. Because I still don't think a lot of people actually fully understand how ridiculous this system is. And it's all fraud. all fraud. And this is why the world needs Bitcoin. So there we go. Right, let's have a look at the figures. We've got Gregcoin at 6,600 or 66,929. Bcrash 443, what a joke. Fisher Price Cash, who cares? Bitcoin, $15 or 1474 top left. Top, yeah. Hash rate on Bitcoin 0.02, network nodes 0.18, transactions 79.34, block size 80.4. Let's have a look at the block sizes coming through then. Oh, 297 megabytes. Loving that. That's by far the biggest block in there. Bcrash, biggest block is 3 megabytes. I mean, literally, what an absolute piss take. There's going to be hundreds more megabytes in that one block than there is in the entire column of Gregcoin, or many columns actually, to be honest. Let's have a look at, so it's 18,600 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Gregcoin. Mining SV profitability, it's 4.1% more profitable to mine on Gregcoin. Right, let's have a look at the politics in the pie charts. Global hash rate 7 days, 24 hours. Gregcoin hash rate, Foundry USA pool 29, other miners 9. Bcrash other miners 20%, Fisher Price Cash other miners 10%. And Bitcoin, we'll have to have a look at what's on chain. Mining stats, 24 hours. Tal 26.2, Kuv 18.6, Gorilla Pool 15.1, QD Link 13.7, SA100 12.4, others 4.8, Molepool 4.8, and Mining Dutch 4.1. Dashboard. Oh, look at this, 2 million transactions. 2 million, so we'll probably be in second place behind Ethereum. Yep, look at that, in second place, but we'll be ranked down like number 80 in market cap. Absolutely crazy. This one pie chart represents the entire utility across the 50,000 shitcoins on the market, and there's a coin here in second place behind Ethereum, buried down at number 80 in terms of what the market perceives as value. It's all manipulated, but they can't manipulate it for long. You know why? Because the supply is fixed. Oh yeah. Overall market then $2.2 trillion. Gregcoin 67,000 representing $1.3 trillion. Keep an eye on the graphs on the right hand side. All looking very similar. Crikey, where is Bitcoin? Oh, 70, but still 70. $14.66. The price has been going up. Look at that. In fact, we can compare that to Gregcoin here. Look at this. Bitcoin making a move. Bitcoin making a move on Gregcoin. Loving that. Let's have a look at that in USD. Oh yeah, it's gone up in USD as well. Nice. We will take that. Some 365 days of Bitcoin history. So would you believe it, on April Fool's Day in 2013, crikey, so that's what now, 13 years ago. 13 years ago on the 1st of April, the Financial Conduct Authority was created. Honestly, if you don't know what a piss take is, I don't know what is. The Financial Conduct Authority launching on April Fool's Day. Honestly, that's how much contempt they have for us. Financial Conduct Authority. And that replaced the Financial Services Authority, I think it was. Yeah. So now it's Financial Conduct Authority. Yeah, what a joke. 1st of April 2017 was when Japan declares Bitcoin as legal tender. Oh, look at that. That's still there. Japan declares Bitcoin as legal tender on April 1st. On April 1st, 2020, Binance acquired CoinMarketCap for $400 million. $400 million. CoinMarketCap, eh? Yeah. On the 2nd of April 2013, There was a video of Bitcoin breaking 100. I've just played this one. This is excellent. Check it out.
I'm right here watching history be made. Bitcoin is now up to $111. It's an all-time high, and it's continuing to rise. I've seen it break 3 times today. Went up to 110, and this is the highest that it's been. It's ridiculous. Last trade, 189 Bitcoin for $111 piece. That's amazing to me. I mean, just look at this graph. You see this graph? That's the last 3 hours. Give me a second, I'll switch it up.
There we go. Check that out. Classic video. So, yeah, 2013. Crikey Moses. Is when that was. So yeah, 13 years ago. 13 years ago. And also on the 2nd of April 2016, Coin Limited was registered and then dissolved on the 11th of November. I have to get the rest of the date there. 2nd of April 2019, Saving Research. Oh, there was a Craig Wright wrote another blog there. Awesome, loving that. Right, there we go. We are now the 2nd of April. It is day 196 of the Kellenschweller Countdown. When is this going to finish? Who knows? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. It's going to be absolutely epic. So until then, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
I understand.
Do you?
Do you? This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
The king still has one more move.